Hello good people of the internet, my name is Hexa. Welcome back to my channel for your ultimate bucket list of cozy autumn activities. I am so excited for cozy season. I think cozy season is the season that you have to romanticize for it to be cozy season, because if you don't romanticize it, then it is just cold, wet, and seasonal depressy, you know? So I've made a list of my absolute favorite autumnal activities, and in this video I will be sharing those ideas with you so that you can make the most of cozy season for the ultimate fall vibes. I will also be making some printable downloads of my favorite bucket list items and putting them in the description box down below on a pay what you can basis. You can get them for free, or you can choose to give me a little tip if you would like. Now let's get into the cozy autumn activities. I wanted to make 100 because that's a nice round number, but it got to a point where I was putting down ideas that I didn't feel that connected to. So I figured, you know what, it's better for the list to be shorter but better. So I think we have about 80 ideas here, and I've organized them into 4 categories. We have outdoors and like out and about type activities. We have DIY and hobby related activities. We have things that fall under self-care and cozy vibes. And then of course we have food and drink, because I mean, it is the season to eat all of the delicious baked goods and fatten up a little bit to keep you warm for winter, am I right? Maybe that doesn't make sense anymore in the modern day world, but like that is what our evolution tells us to do, so might as well listen. Starting off with our outdoorsy autumn activities. First up is to go apple picking. I went apple picking with my family last autumn and it was such a beautiful day, such a fun activity, really nice. It's nice to go on a day that's like a little bit sunny and not too cold. Make sure to check when the apple harvest ends in your area. I think here in North Germany, it's like first 1 or 2 weeks of October is like the last that you can go apple picking. Next, go to the pumpkin patch. I haven't been to the pumpkin patch in a couple of years and I really miss it. So I really hope I'll get an opportunity to go this year, because there's nothing more fun than to like test your physical strength against carrying gigantic pumpkins and choosing out the perfect one to take home and carve into a jack-o'-lantern. I actually did the pumpkin head trend, and let me tell you, pumpkins are a lot heavier than you think they are when they're sitting on top of your head and on your shoulders. That was such a fun photo shoot. I absolutely recommend doing the pumpkin head thing. It is so much fun. Next is picking autumn flowers. We always think of like spring and summer as being the flower season, but there are some really beautiful flowers that are typical for this season, for like the autumn to even winter season. I think dahlias are more of an autumnal flower and I think they're so beautiful, but that's not the only one. I don't know a lot about flowers, but I know here in Germany there are a lot of places where there are flower fields where it's just like self-service. There's like a little banner that shows you the price and a box for collecting the cash, and you just go and you pick as many flowers as you like and you pay for them. There's like no supervision whatsoever. It's a completely trust-based system, and I think it's one of my favorite things about Germany, and it's so cute. And you can just go make like okay Ellie, okay, excuse me, mommy's filming. Okay, hi, yes, I love you too. Okay, I know you feel ignored. I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry. Please don't look inside my ear. No. Ellie, let mama film, okay? Thank you. As I was saying, picking your own flowers from the flower fields is just such a nice, like quick little activity you can do in like 20 minutes. It's so much fun, and you know, you get to pick which colors you like and whatever, and yeah, highly recommend. Have an autumn picnic. I feel like September, at least where I live, September is the last month where it's warm enough that you can have a picnic, and then afterwards you'll have to wait till like March, April to have picnic friendly weather again. So take the opportunity to find a beautiful park with beautiful foliage and just go have a little outdoor picnic on a nice sunny day. Enjoy the autumn vibes before it gets too cold to eat outside on the ground anymore. Go on a hike or a nice outdoor walk and collect autumn leaves. This is a really fun one as well. Have a fall foliage photo shoot. I love the colors of this season, so I feel like it is such a beautiful time to go and take some pictures outside with like the orange and red leaves behind you and whatever. However, it is really, really nice. Fly a kite. Again, I feel like kite flying is considered a spring and summer activity, but in my mind, I always think of autumn as being the windy season. And of course, kites need a little wind, not a lot of wind. Like I wouldn't go with the kite outside like on a very windy day, but on like a reasonably breezy day. I think it's a really fun activity for autumn as well. And you know, running around after your kite is gonna help keep the blood flowing and keep you warm. I have really wonderful memories of when I was a kid growing up in China, and I used to go to Century Park in Shanghai, and there would always be salespeople selling kites. I feel like that's where my love of autumn kite flying started. Go to a farmer's market. Autumn is harvest season, so it is the perfect time to go and try out all of the honey and the jams that people are making, and the pies and the warm drinks and the cute artisanal handmade goods and little decorations for the season. And it's still not as cold as it's gonna be for the Christmas markets. Go backyard camping while it's still not too cold yet. I am not a camping girly, okay? I need like a ceramic toilet and indoor plumbing and a hot shower before bed. You cannot take me camping. You just cannot. But will I sleep in a tent outside in my backyard? Yes, absolutely. I think that is a wonderful idea. You are still close to your own front door and all of the comforts of home, but you get to sleep outside under the stars in the fresh air. And, you know, I think that's a really fun thing to do. And I think autumn is the last season of the year where you can do it before winter comes. Go thrifting for cute fall outfits. I have been doing the majority of my clothes shopping recently online on Vinted. I haven't been to a lot of in-person thrift stores, but if you have good ones near you, absolutely go in person and just like browse and see what they have. But also through online thrift shopping, I've been finding a lot of really great things. If you want some nice, cute, new autumn outfits, make them, you know, get something that's new to you, but not necessarily contributing to the sometimes wasteful culture of this season. Autumn is the perfect time to spice up your style because it's getting colder and you're layering again, and you can play with different colors and different textures and different weights of fabrics. And I think thrifting is a great way to find something that is outside of your comfort zone and is not just like what is being fed to you by modern marketing and like trend alerts. So go the more unique route and try some fall thrifting. Visit a corn maze. I have actually never been to a corn maze. They're not a super big thing in Germany, I don't think. I'm sure there are some places that do them, but probably in like more touristy areas. But I think it looks like so much fun. It's a little bit spooky, but it's also fun and it's outdoorsy. So if you like to challenge yourself and spend a little time outdoors, I feel like a corn maze is a really, really great way to do it. Go to a haunted house or a ghost tour, whether it's like an actual historic haunted house or like one of the ones with like actors and people jumping out at you, or a ghost tour through your city if there is one. Lean into the Halloween vibes and see what spooky things are going on in your area. Host a bonfire with marshmallows and scary stories because of course, and because why did we ever stop doing that? That is so much fun. It has always been fun. It's still fun in adulthood. If you don't know any good scary stories, there are plenty of people telling amazing ones on like TikTok and YouTube. Just like play a scary story video and toast your marshmallows and have a blast. Visit a botanical garden in autumn. Remember how I said that spring and summer are not the only pretty flower seasons, and I particularly love seeing not only the autumn flowers, but specifically I love Japanese maple with those beautiful red leaves are so pretty. So definitely go check out your local botanical garden this season and see what it looks like in autumn. Browse the cozy and spooky season decor in your home goods store of choice. Here in Germany, I would say TK Maxx is our best option. You don't have to buy stuff if you don't want to. If you do buy stuff, make sure it is stuff that actually goes with your aesthetic and that you'll actually use for more than just 1 year. but absolutely go and like look at the things, whether or not you're gonna actually buy something, because it's just so vibey and it's so pretty and so cozy and fun. And I love seeing all the different options and like autumn aesthetics out there. I went to TK Maxx recently and vlogged the whole thing, so I will link that for you to check it out if you haven't seen it already. Support a local bookstore and maybe also take cute pictures inside. I think going to an actual physical bookstore is a really great way to discover books that you otherwise wouldn't have even been made aware of, and maybe just trying something a little bit outside of your comfort zone, aside from like the things that you get recommended to you through TikTok or from people you know. And plus, it's just such a cozy, quintessentially autumnal vibe. If you do want some book recommendations for this cozy season, I made a video about all of the books that I've read so far this year, and a lot of them are very, very autumn coded. Go to an art gallery. I haven't been to an art gallery in a really long time and I really miss it. It's so nice to just look at all the beautiful paintings and the creativity around you and feel inspired. So definitely look online to see if there's any good exhibits in your area. I know my mom is planning to go to a Yayoi Kusama exhibit in October with my sister. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to go because I will be in Sweden, probably. But I actually went to a Yayoi Kusama exhibit with my mom like 10 years ago or something, and it was a lot of fun and really, really beautiful. Last up on our list of outdoors and out on the town activities is to go to Lush. I am a recovering Lush addict. I definitely used to spend a lot of money at Lush, and I would still be spending a lot of money at Lush if I could afford to. My only reason for not buying from Lush all the time is because it's just a little bit too expensive for me right now, but I still love Lush and I still think they have some of the most amazing seasonal scents. I saw they have a pumpkin spice shower gel this year, which I'm very, very curious to see what that smells like. I don't usually actually love the smell of like spicy sweet scents. I like gourmand scents, but not like spicy things with like cinnamon and whatnot. So I don't know if I would actually like the pumpkin spice shower gel, but I do want to smell it at least. But some of the things that I think would be perfect for this time of year is like the Posh chocolate like shower cream. The Yognog shower gel is really, really nice. They have Honey I Washed the Kids. I don't know if they still have Honey I Washed the Kids. I saw they had one called Golden Egg, which I think was a similar scent. Wow, I'm really not up to date on all of the Lush news. That is kind of sad. Let the Good Times Roll was another one that I really liked. But they have a lot of like really nice caramelly ones and chocolatey ones and honey based scents. So all of those are peak autumn, and so I would definitely recommend just heading down to your local Lush to breathe in all of the amazing fall scents. Moving on to our next category, which is hobbies and DIY. We talked about kite flying earlier, so making your own DIY kite. I actually really want to do this. Lightweight materials, pretty designs. I think this would be such a fun little DIY to do. Maybe I'll even do it in a video. I don't know. I'll have to see about that. There's a lot of DIYs that I want to do for YouTube, but I get a little bit overly ambitious and don't realize how much time it'll all actually take. So we'll see. But I think making an autumn themed kite to fly in autumn would be a really fun DIY. Next up is making your own garland. I have seen some beautiful fall garlands on social media and also at TK Maxx. And I had the immediate thought of like, I could make that. There are so many different materials you could use to make a garland. You could make them out of paper. You could make it with natural materials that you find outside. You could make it out of felt and make like little pillows stuffed with teddy bear stuffing, essentially. You could make them out of different kinds of fabrics. You could do crochet or knitting. So many different possibilities for a really cute autumn themed garland that you can just hang around your house to bring in the cozy vibes. You could also do a wreath for your front door. Again, so many different materials that you could use for this. You could learn to knit if you can't already. I cannot knit. or so. And I really want to learn because I just feel like it gives you so much power to be able to make exactly what you want to wear. But knitting is a perfect one to start with for like, you know, just making like a simple scarf or a simple hat or a quilt out of like little granny squares. So many different things that you could do as a first knitting project that would be so much fun. And it's definitely one of those like old school grandma art forms that we should never let die out. You could learn tufting or needle punch and make your own coasters or make your own little rugs for inside. This is another DIY that I really want to try. Making your own DIY candles. This is actually a really easy one to do. I was very surprised by how simple this is. You can make candlesticks and like roll them in like baking paper if you want like long ones, or you can just make like a scented candle in a jar and pick your own colors and scents to put into the wax. So much fun, doesn't take a long time, and really gives you a nice option to personalize it to your exact taste. I'm sure there's some trial and error involved. I've made exactly one scented candle before in the past, no, maybe two. I don't know, but what I have discovered is they need a lot more fragrance oil than you think you're gonna need. Carve a jack-o'-lantern. This is kind of a must, right? I mentioned it before, so much fun. If you don't wanna go the carving route, you could also paint pumpkins. I think this is a really cute one for like smaller pumpkins, just to put them like little decorative pumpkins on your dining room table. Do an autumnal puzzle. I have two that have been waiting for me since last year. I bought them last year and I really wanted to do them, but I don't know, we got busy and chaotic and like, I don't know, I just never got around to them, but I absolutely cannot wait. I have this autumn in the neighborhood puzzle, which is more of like, I would say this is like a cozy autumn kind of puzzle, just with the beautiful fall foliage and little doggies and pretty front doors and whatnot. And then I have a spooky autumn one, which is this like Disney Halloween puzzle, which again, very excited for. I think it is so cute. Why, oh why did I not do them last year? Sometimes with ADHD, you procrastinate everything, including your hobbies and things you enjoy. That is the only answer I have for you. Anyways, moving on. Cross stitching is another really fun hobby. I love doing this one. It's very slow. It is extremely slow, and it takes a lot of patience, but it's like one of those great like monotonous mechanical kind of things that you can do while you're just like watching a movie or whatever. I did a really fun like Halloween themed cross stitch a couple years ago, which I really enjoyed. Definitely recommend starting with the pre-printed ones if you want something a little bit simpler and more beginner friendly, but you know, it all just depends on your skill level. You could also come up with your own pattern if you want to. Like, don't let anyone stop you. If you're a little bit more advanced and you want to move past just simple cross stitching, you could also learn embroidery and embroider cute little autumnal motifs on your clothing or on your pillows or wherever you want. Paint by numbers is another really fun and cozy hobby. I would love to see if there are any like autumnal themed ones. Making an autumn junk journal or scrapbook page, again, just quintessentially fall themed. I don't know why. I feel like scrapbooking really wants to come alive in like autumn and winter. Polymer clay crafts. I absolutely love making things out of polymer clay. You can make earrings and necklaces. You can make fridge magnets. You can make like Christmas decorations. We're talking about autumn here, okay? Doesn't have to be Christmas decorations. You can make autumn ornaments. Doesn't have to be Christmas ornaments. Autumn ornaments to hang on your indoor plants during autumn. Yes, great idea. Make your own gallery wall. I do not have a gallery wall and I want a gallery wall. I've been having this issue at my boyfriend's place because I'm staying here now, basically, where I feel like there's not enough of my personality in the space, and I have this big white wall behind my desk that I want to turn into my very own DIY gallery wall. Like, I want to collect vintage or secondhand picture frames and paint all of my own pictures and take some nice photos and just like make a whole gallery wall just of DIY art. Try some cozy coloring books. I absolutely love coloring as a hobby. It's just so beginner friendly and anybody can do it, and you can use all different kinds of things for it. You could use crayons, you could use pencils, you could use those alcohol markers or just regular like Crayola water-based markers. And I think coloring books are such an excellent way to support artists. So many independent artists are making their own coloring books, and there's so many cute ones out there. There's really something for everyone. Make your own DIY Halloween costumes. I used to be so into Halloween and I used to make so many DIY costume pieces, and then I just stopped because I got old and boring, and we don't have to be old and boring. We can be old and fun. So, you know, participate in the Halloween festivities and make your own costume, because what's stopping you? Make a fall themed watercolor painting. I've seen that there are these like watercolor books that kind of like guide you through how to do watercolor paintings with really beautiful like autumnal motifs. I've seen them on Cozy K's YouTube channel, so I'm definitely very tempted to give those a try. We are on to reading related bucket list, and I have 4. Read a cozy book. Something that is just peak cozy autumn vibes. Read a spooky thriller book. Definitely something more October, something more spooky season. Reread and revisit a childhood favorite, because autumn is the perfect time to connect with your inner child as you get into that cozy self-care energy. And the obligatory Goosebumps books. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I read so many Goosebumps books in my day. Where did they go? I haven't thought about Goosebumps books in such a long time, and why? They were like one of my favorite things in my childhood. I loved to just psych myself out, and I'm sure that like as an adult it would still be scary, but like less scary. I don't know, I need to revisit those. Read Goosebumps. Make a fall themed vision board or wallpapers for your devices. Nothing better than opening your phone or your laptop to a beautiful on-brand, on-theme for the season wallpaper. Make a DIY bookmark. Again, so many different ways you can go about this. You could paint something on like watercolor paper, or you could crochet something, or I don't even know. So many different options. Preserve autumn leaves. I tried to do this last year with wax, and it was not as successful as I would have hoped. There's lots of different techniques, so look into it and see what works. Experiment. I love bringing autumn leaves into the home because I just think they're so beautiful. I love the colors. Take up poetry writing. I don't know, there's something mysterious and romantic about this time of year that makes you want to be creative and a little bit nostalgic, a little bit melancholy, and I think poetry really connects you with that energy. Similarly, writing themed, you could do NaNoWriMo. We have mostly talked about like September, October vibes things. NaNoWriMo is your November project. NaNoWriMo, can you imagine? Can you imagine working at it for 1 month and then having a novel at the end? I tried NaNoWriMo. Like a lot of things, it was a project that I started but never finished. Maybe this year will be the year. Who knows? Take a pottery class, or you can make your own pottery at home, you know, like buy your clay and then do it at home without a pottery wheel, just like hand molded stuff, and then find a studio to fire it for you. Since autumn is when you're spending more time indoors and eating all kinds of delicious things, I feel like it's the perfect time to, you know, DIY things to eat out of. Why am I'm having such a weird sense of deja vu. I literally had a deja vu that my boyfriend was gonna come in, and now he's here. Hi! Did something happen?
What?
Did something happen?
Why?
Because I'm having a deja vu, and I could have sworn you were coming in here to tell me that something has happened. Because I'm having a deja vu.
Smile. Cute.
Ploop. Ellie is staying on my lap, depriving the camera of her cuteness. My final 2 items in hobbies and DIY is to dress up your pets in cozy sweaters, preferably made by yourself, and to dress up your pets in Halloween outfits because they deserve costumes too. Moving on to the next category, self-care and cozy vibes. Admittedly, that encompasses a lot of different things, but self-care and cozy vibes. Make your home smell nice by burning incense, lighting a scented candle, or doing a simmer pot. The TikTok witches are always on about simmer pots and how it's such a beautiful way to change up the atmosphere and the energy in your home. Do a self-care spa night with fall scents. Like I said, I love gourmand scents, especially in the autumn and winter months. I just love smelling like a baked good. So, you know, check out what different options are available as far as deliciously fall scented products in your area, and have a dedicated fall themed self-care night from which you will emerge smelling like, I don't know, pumpkin spice, chocolate, apple pie, whatever you like. The obligatory decorate for autumn. I have brought out my pumpkin pillows, which I love oh so much. How is this always moving? I'm always putting it here and then it's not there anymore. Is Ellie doing it? Is it falling because of my elbow? I don't know what's happening. I've also brought out my cozy blanket. This is from Amazon from a brand called Bedsure, and I absolutely love this blanket. It looks so cute. It's so warm, so cozy and comfortable. But yeah, decorate for autumn. Bring out all of your best stuff. We have so many Halloween decorations at home and I love them so much. Next, we have a series of movie nights. 3 movie night ideas. Number 1, have a cozy movie night. Something like a cozy autumnal themed rom-com. I'm thinking like Notting Hill is like a really good movie for a cozy movie night, or really anything comforting, nostalgic, and family friendly. Have a spooky movie night. Something that is scary adjacent, but not like horror. I'm thinking like Scooby-Doo movies, Hocus Pocus, various different like Halloween specials. What is it? Charlie Brown's The Great Pumpkin. I remember there was a Garfield Halloween special where Garfield and Odie end up like at a creepy like pirate house or something. And then your obligatory horror movie night. I was a big horror movie buff in my teenage years, and low-key like scared the shit out of myself. It was a little bit much. It was a little bit much for my brain to handle. I'm a little bit superstitious. I do believe in like ghosts and demons and paranormal stuff, so scary movies do actually really freak me out. It's hard to say which ones scare me more, the things that are like paranormal in nature or the things that remind you of how horrible actual human beings can be. Moving on from movies. Organize a cozy board game night with snacks, or alternatively, it could be a puzzle night. Invite over some of your closest friends, have some cozy snacks ready, maybe a charcuterie board, and just play some board games. Make a blanket fort. I did this with my boyfriend a few years ago, and we need to do it again because it was so much fun. Again, I feel like blanket forts are something that just really connects you with your inner child. Get a cute autumnal mani-pedi. I really need to do my nails. I mean, I don't really need to. I really like my nails. I like to keep my nails short because I just simply cannot work on my computer with long nails. I wish I could. I wish I could do like witchy, spooky looking long nails. I just can't handle it. They're in pretty good condition right now, but I haven't been painting them at all, and I do kind of miss it. Create a signature autumn makeup look. Are you gonna go the 90s grunge route? Maybe flapper, maybe a little whimsy goth, maybe just something like cute and natural and warm. I quite like my makeup today. I used cream blush for everything, like on my nose and my cheeks and even my eyeshadow, and then just like a little bit of eyeliner, a little bit of sparkly something, and a lip tint. Just play around with makeup. Decide who you want to be. What kind of witch do you want to be for spooky season or cozy season? You don't have to be a witch at all. Be a pumpkin queen, I don't know. Make a boo basket, either for yourself or for a loved one, with some snacks, with a scented candle, with some fuzzy socks, with a cute little teddy bear. So many cute things you can put in a boo basket. I love this concept. Make DIY skincare products with natural ingredients. I am very partial to a good coffee body scrub, so that would be my first thing that I would want to make. But you can also make you can make lip scrubs, you can make lip balms, you can buy bases for a lot of different cosmetics pretty easily. Just make sure you don't put any like scent oils in it that are not skin friendly. Declutter your space so that you can go into the Christmas and New Year season with a completely fresh energy. And also while you're decluttering, you can sell your old things that you don't need anymore, and that helps you build up a little bit more of a budget for Christmas shopping. So win-win. I made a video where I decluttered 100 things, so I'll link that if you want to check it out for inspiration. Romanticize a rainy day. Get cozy and comfy with some fuzzy socks, with a cute sweater, ball up on your couch with a fluffy blanket and read your favorite book, light some candles, maybe take a nap and just enjoy the vibes of being like warm and safe and comfortable inside while the storm rages on outside. I love when it rains because it's just like the best ASMR, like natural, built-in, coming from nature, from your own window ASMR. It is so, so lovely. Make a fall playlist or find a pre-made one that you love on Spotify. Maybe I'll make one and link it down below. I haven't done this yet, but now I want to. Ooh. If I do it, I'll link it down below so you can listen to some of my fall favorites. What are my fall favorites? I don't know. My vibe is like very all over the place with music because I love like some indie musicians, but I'm also like a headbanger. So I think the vibes would be a little bit unhinged with my music. I don't know. I think I could pick good songs, but I'm not sure if I could make an actual cohesive playlist, or I would need to do like a cozy vibey one and like a more hardcore one. We'll see, but you know, just for you, make a fall playlist. Finally, in self-care and cozy vibes is to participate in the Halloween festivities, either by staying in and handing out Halloween candy, or by going out trick-or-treating if you are young enough to do so, or if you have someone in your life who is young enough to do so. Okay, I just had to take a quick break from filming to have dinner, and now I am closing out the video with our cozy food and drinks bucket list items. There is a wealth of cozy food and drinks that are typical for this time of year. I've listed down some of my favorites, but do not let that limit you. There are so many options out there. I even considered doing like a little mini cookbook or a recipe series on YouTube or something, but I don't know. What do you think? Should I make a cookbook, like a little one? We'll see. But anyway, bake apple pie, bake cinnamon rolls. My boyfriend makes some really, really yummy cinnamon rolls. Bake brownies or something chocolatey. Bake banana bread with walnuts in it if you like, or pecans. I've never had that with pecans, but I think banana bread with pecans might also be really good. Do you call them pecans or pecans? And what is like the geographical difference between which of those pronunciations is correct? I never know. Bake a sweet potato pie, and I think this goes really well with a topping of either marshmallows or meringue. Now onto some savory dishes. I love a good chili con carne in the autumn. I think it's really a great way, because it's like a little bit spicy, it's a great way to just clear up your sinuses if you have a cold and just to get you nice and warmed up. A comforting chicken soup, always a classic. I love doing a cream of vegetable soup where the base is pumpkin or butternut squash with some sweet potato, and then for the liquid element I will add in coconut milk, and it is so, so, so delicious and creamy and amazing. And then my last savory dish suggestion is any kind of curry. I love to make a coconut chicken curry, which is really tasty, and I think I've made it in a vlog before with all of the steps. I love to make it with mushrooms, but you don't have to use mushrooms. Zucchini also works really well with it. That's where my little red pillow keeps going. Hello. Are you bored? Use a boredom. Use a boredom. Use a boredom. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm sorry. My baby. Yeah, 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 yeah. Go. And now onto our drinks. So many delicious cozy drinks for this season. It is hard to pick my favorites. Hot chocolate with marshmallows has been one of my favorites ever since I was a little kid. Have a pumpkin spice latte, but try to make it yourself or go and support a small like local cafe rather than going to like a Starbucks or something. Golden milk. Now golden milk is a bit of an acquired taste. It is turmeric with, I usually do like a little bit of pepper, maybe some cardamom, some cinnamon, and a lot of honey. Turmeric is an acquired taste. By itself, it's not always the nicest. It can take some getting used to, but if you add in a lot of honey, then golden milk is really nice. And turmeric is supposed to have a lot of great benefits. It's good for like your immune system and probably has some antioxidant properties. My mom was taking turmeric supplements at one point, so yeah, golden milk is a really great option for this season. Have a chai latte. I love a chai latte, but I'm not sure I even entirely know what it actually is. At home, I really love to have rooibos tea with a little bit of sugar and milk in it. That is one of my favorites, and it gives me a chai latte vibe. So is that what chai latte is? I don't know. Make your own homemade mulled wine or glue wine. This is actually super easy. I'm pretty sure you just need like a sweet-ish red wine or white wine too, and then add in like a bunch of spices, maybe some orange slices, and it just will fill up your whole house with that delicious scent. I actually just thought of another thing, eggnog. Like, I know it's a Christmas thing, but you don't have to wait till Christmas season to have eggnog, and it's so tasty with just a little bit of rum or rum aroma in it. So good. And then we have a breakfast option, which is maple syrup and bacon pancakes. I love the mix of sweet and savory with bacon with like the maple syrup on top is so yummy. And the last item on my bucket list is to host a potluck with all of your friends so that you can find out what everybody's favorite cozy seasonal dishes are and get some inspiration for your own kitchen. That was it for this ultimate autumn activities bucket list. I hope you enjoyed it. I think it was a pretty good one. If you do every single thing on this list, you will have an absolutely action-packed, jam-packed, super fun, super cozy autumn. I know there are things about this season that may be less pleasant, like the fact that it gets cold and dark and wet. And the thing is, if you focus on the downsides, then you will definitely get seasonal depressy and not be able to really appreciate the nice things. And the nice things are that you get to stay indoors and light your pretty candles and create a cozy, warm, inviting vibe inside. At the end of the day, the season is what you make it, and I think I've given you plenty of great ideas for how to make it the best autumn ever. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope it left you with lots of inspiration and fun ideas. If you want to see more cozy, chaotic, and creative videos from me on my channel, then please go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!